This is the time we make noises.
My name is Dus LaRock. I'm a art director, graphic designer, illustrator. I run a record label called Fool's Gold, a member of the One True Topi tribe.
Game mixing. And we are forced to play this. My current name is Genesis Breyer P-Orridge, and we represent Lady J. Breyer P-Orridge and Genesis Breyer P-Orridge in this one body. And we also are a member of the One True Topi tribe. We'd been in a band called Throbbing Gristle from 1975 to 1981, and always in the background when one project is running, we have a sort of next project in mind running underneath it, parallel. So we're discussing, designing and conceiving what comes next, and they usually tend to be in 10-year cycles. So for example, Psychic TV with its parallels, Temple of Psychic Youth, was 1981 to 1991 officially. We'd been reading about David Bowie coming back from a tour and setting up this whole welcome home where he was in a giant Daimler dressed in a very neo-Nazi SS looking uniform. And the newspapers went mad and said, "This is disgusting. David Bowie using Nazi imagery," and so on. What would happen if his fans followed him like they followed Hitler? And we thought, yeah, what would happen if a band encouraged people to follow them? There was a lot of posturing about revolution. There was very little actual practical exploration. You know, just because you can say the word revolution doesn't mean you understand anything about its meaning, and it doesn't seem to make people feel obliged to also act upon it. But what would happen if you actually said, yes, we do want to talk to you and direct you and include you in our ideas, and it's not just music, it's about a new way of life? What would happen? So that's how we began Psychic TV and the Temple of Psychic Youth. The Psychic Cross is the symbol for all that we've been talking about. So if you see somebody with one of these, the odds are they're probably going to agree with you on more things than they disagree. Right from the very beginning, even back with Throbbing Gristle and Cool, the first thing with each project that we did was design a logo, a symbol. And the Psychic Cross is by far the most perfect and the most powerful. And people have this sense of familiarity. They look at it and they think, oh well, this looks like I've seen it before. And that keeps happening. I mean, this message began in 1967, and it's, you know, in its own form then. But it keeps on mutating and rolling and changing and going. And because it believes in mutation and change, it's able to adapt almost like a virus, as Burroughs would say. And everybody can play. It's not an exclusive thing, it's inclusive.
Mishka is a clothing company run by Greg and Mikhail, and they mentioned to me that they were doing a collaboration with Genesis. I mentioned that I had a large discography of her music, specifically in this case Psychic TV, which is what the collection of clothing is based on. And so, you know, after talking about, you know, the music and the clothing, we decided to make a mix for it with DJ Starrise. You know, at first it was a bit daunting because it's like, well, how do I take a logo, an icon, a trademark, something that belongs to someone else? What if, you know, Genesis comes to the show and she doesn't like what I've done with it? And then I, you know, kind of came to the realization, it's like, well, you know, fuck it, like, it's artwork and I've got to create it, and, you know, from focus, then there's no question.
Viva la evolution. And please come visit the One True Topi tribe at our Facebook-like Ning on the web. Look for One True Topi Tribe, you'll find us.